Female, Episode 17, Don't Become a Doctor. Niece, I think every person who goes to college has to take a Myers-Briggs test. I'm not quite sure how the test was designed, but it is easy to take. I'm an INFJ. This means I'm creative, sensitive, and persevering, amongst other things. But even though the results sounded a lot like me, I thought, how can they really figure out these things from a test? People are unique. You can't just categorize people and then tell them what they can and cannot do with their lives. Well, the professor walked into the class and wrote my personality type on the board. INFJ. This made me sit up in my seat and pay attention. He said the letters aloud, INFJ. If this is your personality type, you should not become a doctor. I wanted to hear more. When you go to see a doctor for knee surgery, you want someone who has perfected their technique. They perform the surgery the exact same way, time and time again, with precision and success hundreds, even thousands of times. But if you have this personality type, on the 100th time, you will probably think, I'd like to try this surgery a different way. And when you do that, the person you perform the surgery on may never walk again. I had been told that I could do anything I set my mind to, and for the most part, I believed that. This was the first time I was told that there were things I just wasn't meant to do, and it made perfect sense to me. I often tire of doing things the exact same way and want to try to do things different ways. I never wanted to be a doctor anyways, so Myers-Briggs gave me an absolute reason why I wouldn't be a good one. And for me, if I wouldn't be good at it, it didn't make any sense to try and do it at all. This test also made me think that there were other things I just wasn't made to do. I took a class on writing and the law, and I discovered that I probably wouldn't be a good lawyer either. I could barely get through reading court decisions, and I had a terrible time writing about them. Some of my worst grades in college were from this class. I had to revise every paper I turned in just to get a B-. After graduation, with doctor and lawyer crossed off the list, I knew I had to figure out a way to make a living. I started at the bottom as a temp, and it took years and years to work my way up, mainly because my worst episode came after college. For a long while, I couldn't pursue any of my passions because I was in a state where I couldn't write at all, and I could barely finish reading a book, let alone writing one. But I realized that I was fortunate to have a significant amount of time in my life when I was not ill at all. It was like a compass, my true north. If I'd gotten sick before college, I'm not sure I would have recovered as well as I have. My time in high school, even with my swearing off dating, was still one of the best times of my life. Boarding school, St. Paul's School in Concord, New Hampshire, opened my world to seemingly never-ending possibilities. If Myers-Briggs told me what I wasn't good at, SPS showed me all of my strengths. There I was a writer, filmmaker, director, producer. And after college, as I struggled to regain my full health, I thought if only I could get back to the way I was when I was in high school. If I could just be who I once was, I wouldn't wish for anything else. And now I am who I have always been. Having bipolar disorder didn't change me. It concealed me. My remission is the bridge that connects me to my past. It helps being back in Harlem, surrounded by people I love. I underestimated the importance of being around loved ones. I'd been away so long it seemed like it was best to be on my own, but I was wrong. Life is better lived around people who love you. So today, I just want to say I love you. You don't have to become a doctor or a lawyer or a business person. You don't have to get into Harvard or go into any Ivy League or prep schools, but please figure out what your strengths are and enjoy them. They will sustain you through all of your trials, and they will uplift you to your greatest success. Until next time, this is your Aunt Sia saying, stay strong, stay healthy, and know that you are loved.
We can learn together, we can grow forever.
Hey, it's the best kept secret.
We can learn together, we can grow forever. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. Let me tell you where I've been, who I am, what I do, why I stand, how I live, what I think, what I love, what I am. Black bipolar female. Many questions you can ask, what I don't know I will pass. I will help you understand all the ups, all the downs, all the smiles, all the frowns, all the whys, all the hows. Walk the journey with me, the road is full of wows. We can learn together, we can grow forever. We can learn together, we can grow forever.